Alright. This is gonna be really sad. Alrighty. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Mystery from TLEV Horror for a new breed of horror fans. This is the video that we wish didn't have to happen, but it's happening. As of announced today, what's today? July 24th, Friday. Halloween Horror Nights for both Hollywood and Orlando have been canceled due to COVID-19, due to the pandemic. Now what do we think about this? What I think is, as much as it hurts, as much how sad we are about this happening, it's for the right reason. They had to cancel it. There's no way they can control anything. There's the safety of the scare actors, the safety of the members on the team, and the safety of the fans, of course. I mean, like, how are they going to control that? They can't. They can't promise any kind of safety for anyone. And the mazes are closed spaces. There's not much room in them. So it's sad. It really is. However, you got to look at this in two ways. Yes, it may be sad. However, this gives more money and more time to plan one hell of a year for 2021. HHN 30 will be pushed to 2021, I would think. I don't think they're going to do HHN 31. I would think they do HHN 30 in 2021. Orlando's just going to go off for that for sure. What we noticed today is that Halloween Horror Nights has grown so much since the beginning of it. There are so many more fans now. And I think John Murdy and Chris have noticed this, that the event has been getting more popular every single year. And once they made the announcement on Twitter, we just saw the thousands of people who just talked about how much HHN means to them and how they agree that this needs to be pushed to next year. So with that all being said, we thought it would be great to reach out to you guys, the fans of HHN, not just the fans of this channel, but the fans of HHN, to make a short little video or send in a video of your favorite time from either last year or the year before, and just combine it all together to make such a great little montage of just amazingness of HHN, and just to enjoy what we had. We just gotta wait a little longer. We waited already a little bit, just gotta wait a little longer, and we can do it, and I know we can. Halloween might be canceled this year, but 2021 is gonna be a hell of a year.
What is up, TLEV? The Trio. I'm sort of fresh meat to Halloween Horror Nights. I didn't start going till 2018, but 2019 was by far my favorite year of Halloween Horror Nights. The reason why 2019 was such a memorable year was because I went with friends, and also I went twice that year. Going to Halloween Horror Nights with friends is such a good vibe, such a fun energy. You get a lot of laughs. Going inside the mazes is hilarious. There's a lot of yelling, and I mean a lot of yelling.
Oh, they're moving! Ah, they're moving! They're moving! Ah, he got up from his seat! Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah! Oh my god! I did it! Oh my god!
And also, for some reason, they start pushing you.
Don't push!
But overall, attending Halloween Horror Nights is such a good time. The environment is amazing. Attending Halloween Horror Nights, you go into this event with so many people who share the same interests as you, which is horror and Halloween together. And that's always a good time, if I may say so myself. Until next year, 2021, we're about to go ham on 2021 haunt season. So until then, stay safe, wear a mask, and as the boys at TLEV say, wash your damn hands.
My favorite moment at HHN was the behind the scenes maze tour of the Universal Monsters maze in 2018. And I had gotten a maze tour because I had won front of the line passes at Scare LA that year. So the tour was my favorite because I was really taken in the atmosphere and looking at all the details in the maze. Sometimes you go through the mazes and you don't really get a look at everything because you're going really fast sometimes. But this time I was really taking everything in. And John Murdy was giving the tour, and he was saying all his creative ideas for the maze and just things about the monsters. And at the end, I had gotten a picture of John Murdy, so that's my favorite moment.
is Taylor, also known as Hey Rosemary on all social media platforms. I'm here to talk about what I love about Halloween Horror Nights. I've been going since '09, and I still remember the first time I went and I was being forced to, and I was like really mad about it because I used to be a Scary Farm stan, because don't get me wrong, I love Scary Farm, but ever since like that year I went to Horror Nights for the first time, I have been in love with Horror Nights. I go probably like 3 or 4 times the season. My favorite thing to do is usually going opening weekend and closing weekend, because if you go at the beginning of the season, everybody's super excited, they've been training for this, they give it their all. Then when you go closing weekend, it's semi like bittersweet, and then what I do is I'll sit there for like an hour and watch the scare actors do their thing, and oh my god, it's just so entertaining. And if you want the best scares that there is, go closing weekend, because I've had the best interaction with the scare actors. The scare actors are what make the event so awesome.
One of my most favorite memories at HHN Hollywood was when the year that they did El Cucuy, Danny Trejo did the voiceover. He was there opening weekend because they were doing a horror award show there, and he come into the park. Me and my cousin had seen him, and we were like, oh man, we're trying to take a picture, but it was a huge crowd around him. So we go over to El Cucuy in the hopes of getting a better picture, like maybe he's gonna be there. So the crowd comes over, he comes over, and I take a picture of him, and he points at me and tells me, hey, come over here. So I think I'm in trouble. I was like, oh, great. Like, he didn't kick me out of a park. He puts his arm around me. He's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, pretty good. How about yourself? You know, I'm a huge fan. Enjoy your work. And he's just like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And he yells at the crowd. He's like, hey, someone take a picture of us. So I'm smiling from ear to ear. My friend comes over, takes a picture of us. And then from that point, they actually let me and my group go into the maze right before Danny Trejo. So that's one of my favorite memories at HHN Hollywood.
My very first Halloween event was actually Halloween Horror Nights 2016, my freshman year. And it was this amazing experience. My first maze was actually American Horror Story at that time. And in the line, I actually met you guys. And after the maze, I asked you guys for a picture. That was a great experience. I still have the picture from my old phone. But yeah, like, I loved it so much. It really shaped my love for horror. I started watching more horror movies. I became a real fan of the Texas Chainsaw franchise as well as Chucky. So yeah, it does suck they're not gonna do an event this year, but I think it's for the better, especially with the virus that's going around. But I think it's for the better. So yeah.
Hi everyone. So my name is Frankie, and I have been going to Universal Studios Hollywood for Horror Nights since 2010. It's been a great time every single year. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and it's the time of year where I'm definitely my happiest. Hearing the news today has definitely got me bummed out and sad that it's not going to happen this year. I totally respect and understand the decision why, and I think we all do. A memory that stood out to me from Horror Nights, and I think that memory would definitely have to be from 2015 when Halloween Michael Myers Comes Home. That maze was put on. The moment was after you see Annie's dead body on the bed, and I was walking down this hallway, and there were a bunch of bed sheets. Obviously Michael Myers was hiding behind them, and it came to the point where I was going to start passing them. And I remember it was so funny. It was the mixture of the lighting and the way that Michael Myers came out with his knife and came at me, and I got scared. And I remember falling back like by the wall because he really got me. Michael Myers got me.
So I actually kind of have 2 funny moments from Halloween Horror Nights 2019 closing night. First one was going through the Ghostbusters maze towards the end of the night, and Slimer in the Cedric Hotel had a plastic knife, and he jumped out at me. So that was pretty funny to see. And the second one, going through Killer Clowns, practically the end of the night, it seems like they just said, all the clowns go out in the maze. There were clowns literally everywhere. It was so fun to see, especially because they were everywhere and no one was in the jump scare areas. It was all just placed everywhere and just hanging out. It was a really good time.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen?
Thomas here, and I know today is a very sad day for all of us with Halloween Horror Nights 2020 being canceled here in the American Universal Parks. But there's a lot of happy memories, and of course we talk a lot about that on our podcast and on our different channels. But one that I want to talk about is the memory of when the three of us actually went together for the first time in 2015. I remember being very nervous for Mr. E, and I remember we went with a group. It was a pretty big group, and of course for Josue and I, this was definitely not our first time. It wasn't our first year, and so we were very excited for Mr. E, and when he went through it, seeing how much he loved the event, particularly when it came to the Insidious attraction, playing Hunter Ninja Bear with Tucker and Specs. But the entire event of 2015, one of the great memories that we had was actually seeing John Murdy across the way at the beginning of Terminus, The Walking Dead Wolves Not Far being the longest maze, and we see John Murdy and he says, welcome to everybody, that he's happy everybody's here, and then setting out that goal, turning to Josue and Mr. E saying, like, we have to interview him, we have to meet him closer than through a gate on the other side. And looking back and seeing how we were able to do that for 2018 and for 2019, and we would have been able to do it for this year as well, but our connection with Halloween Horror Nights has always been a big part of TLEV, and it's only grown because of the community that we've also made with the TLEV community, being partially a theme park community, partially a horror community. So it is a very bittersweet day for all of us, but this just means that 2021 is going to be that much better of a year, and I know I'm excited for 2021. So yes, it's going to sting a little bit for this year, but now we have even more to look forward to when it comes to September 2021.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, Josue, and today we got some of the worst news imaginable in the haunt community. As of today, Halloween Horror Nights 2020 is canceled on both, West Coast and East Coast. That's for Hollywood and Orlando. And believe me when I say, this news sucks. I mean, it really does. This was an event that, I know not only us, but the entire haunt community was looking forward to. And we had so much hope because they were building all the mazes. They had some facades up. And we were just, guessing, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? And, to get this announcement this morning just truly sucks. And it's heartbreaking, really, because, again, it's something that we all look forward to all year. It's our Christmas for the haunt community. And to have it just get taken away from us is just absolutely devastating. But that being said, I understand why this needed to be done, and I would like to personally thank Universal Studios and the creative minds of Halloween Horror Nights for making this decision, because at the end of the day, they're looking out for us. This pandemic is only getting worse, and California is slowly becoming one of the biggest hotspots out there. And I know Florida was for a while, and cases are still rising. So their decision to stop this event, it's for the good. It really is. And again, I'd personally like to thank Universal and everybody at Halloween Horror Nights for making this decision, because it's not only keeping them safe, it's keeping us safe. They're thinking about us. They're thinking about how they want this event to be connected with fun, with enjoyment, with scares, as opposed to being connected to potentially the deaths of many people because somebody that had this disease went and infected a bunch of people, and because of that, people died. That would be bad on their part, and it would just look bad for Halloween Horror Nights. So I understand the decision, and I thank them for this, and just everybody in the haunt community, and to all of our subscribers, please, I hope you're taking all of this super serious. I hope you're washing your hands. I hope you're hand sanitizing. I hope you're social distancing. You're quarantining, and I hope you're wearing a mask, because they're simple things that they're asking us to do so that all of this can go away, so that we can come outside, so that we can enjoy 2021.
I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage. I'm still smiling. You guys are awesome. You guys are really great. I love the videos. With that being said, if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Oh gosh, it's so hard to do right now. We have Buy Me a Coffee. That is where you can support these channels. We've got a website, tlevmedia.com. Yeah, with that being said, my name is Mr. E. And always remember, horror fans do it best. Stay safe out there, guys. We love you.